right, let's go ahead and talk about video games. What were some of the games that you played during that year off that stuck out to you the most?
So the first, I'd say the biggest one was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which was the sequel to FF7 Remake. Again, the original Final Fantasy VII released on the PlayStation 1 is one of my favorite video games of all time. And what everyone's done with this remake or rebirth project has been so fascinating to watch and so cool to experience again. What I love so much about these games, in addition to them paying attention to the original fans of the game, it's also created this like whole new experience for people who love the FF7 universe and the FF7 characters and things like that. So that was one that I put so much time into. I think close to 150 hours I put into that game. It was just unbelievable to play. And then another one that was really, really good is I'm like a huge Soulsborne or Souls-like player as well. And Black Myth Wukong recently released, which I just recently finished, which was just such an awesome game by Game Science. Again, Game Science was working on Black Myth Wukong for a very, very long time. And it's their first like major AAA title that they ever released. And they did such an incredible job where I can't wait to see what else they do in the future. So Black Myth Wukong was another one that I thought was just so awesome. Video games are so incredible to me based on the music, the gameplay, the characters. It just completely engulfs you in their story, and it's so fun to be a part of. So what's wild now in 2024 is it feels like every week or two, there's like this incredible video game that comes out. So to try to keep up and play all these amazing games is borderline impossible, which is both a blessing and a curse. But yeah, quite a few awesome games I played this year.
Black Myth Wukong looked amazing, and that's one of the ones that's like, it's on my list, but I just don't have as much time for gaming as I wish I did.
Sure, right.
But yeah, that is one that, like, just the trailer alone, I was like, oh my god, this game was made for me.
And what's so cool, man, is like, I think too, based on the trailers they showed, everyone kind of had this interpretation of like, there's no way it's going to look this good. Like, there's no way it's going to play this well. And then it just did. It's like better than the trailers showed. It is such a good game. I know it does require a lot of time, but at some point when you do have some more time, definitely play it, man. You'll love it.
Yeah. Everyone's so used to like day one patches for AAA games and like games launching broken and incomplete now. And when a game does launch that's just like perfect from day one, it's such a great experience.
Yeah, exactly. You're 100% right. 100% right.
Is there anything coming up in the future that you're looking forward to? Any releases coming up here soon?
Well, yes, there's a couple, and one actually recently released. So one I'll name is one that's already been released, but I have not touched yet. The other one does not have a release date. But number one, I am on purpose waiting. I'm not sure exactly when this interview will drop, but I am so excited to play the Silent Hill 2 remake, which was released October 8th. So I still on purpose have not touched this game. And I'm going to save it for around Halloween when I stream on Twitch. But again, Silent Hill 2 remake, one of the greatest psychological horror video games ever created. I'm so excited to play that because again, like the Resident Evil remakes, I thought were just absolutely fantastic. Like so good. So if Silent Hill 2 remake is anything like that, I'm so excited for that. But the other one that I'm so excited for is Silksong, which is the sequel to my favorite Metroidvania of all time, Hollow Knight. So I'm very excited to play Silksong. Again, Team Cherry, a very small team who had done incredible work with Hollow Knight. So I'm very excited to play that as well.
Nice. Just out of curiosity, did you try Starfield at all?
I did try Starfield.
What did you think?
I enjoyed it. Now, to be fair, I've maybe put 5 or 6 hours into Starfield. I haven't like put a ton of time into it, but it's certainly a game on my list that I kind of slowly pick away at, for sure. But I did enjoy my time with Starfield.
It's super fun, but I will warn you, the ship building, if you're into like customization at all, that part of the game is addictive.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh my God, I'm sure.
So there's normally what I like to do at the end of interviews is get wrestlers to review a movie they've seen recently because it's a way just to kind of get you talking. But before we do that, I want to talk to you about It Takes Two. Because I don't know if you remember this. A few years ago, I interviewed you and I recommended that game to you, and then you ended up playing it on a stream, and I don't know if you ever finished it.
Yes, we never me and Grand Pooh Bear never finished that game.
You guys were so close to the end too.
I know, it's heartbreaking. I'm not kidding. 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was texting Grand Pooh Bear, and we were both saying like, dude, we need to do the finale stream of It Takes Two. It's ridiculous that we still have not finished the game because I loved it so much. It was so good.
It's one of my favorite gaming experiences of all time. And like, it's one of those games, like it's one of the only games I think that's ever made me tear up a little bit, you know? Like,
yeah.
It legitimately draws a lot of emotion out of people. And
it really
I really
does.
hope you guys do an end stream at some point because it's such a beautiful finish.
I know, we really have to, especially because video games, for anyone who watches me on Twitch, they know I can get like really emotional when it comes to like emotional storytelling. So It Takes Two is a game that I definitely want to finish because even the bit that I played, which like you said, we were close to the end, really enjoyed it. But I also am at a weird place where I feel like I can't finish it without Grand Pooh Bear. So we have to like get our schedules coordinated to where
you guys played it from start to almost the end. It would be weird if you finished it with somebody else. You got to do it with
him. Got to do it with him.